So guys, this is a remix of a Martin Garrix song called Told You So, and I decided to make a more progressive house kind of music, so here's what I've done. First of all, we got the chords. These are the original chords of the song. Actually, these are the verse chords. The drop chords are different. So these are the drop chords. Originally, something like this. So what I've done was I muted the third notes of the chords. So these are basically super chords. And these notes I used in the leads, I think. So let me see. Yeah, this is what I've done. So the mid notes of the chords, or the thirds of the chords, are actually the leads. So it's a very simple lead. This part is something like an intro, very simple. So here we start with the vocals. We introduce a bass. The vocals are 3 steps lower, so it's very deep now, the vocals. And with that, naturally, the vocals would sound very dark, not bright. So what I did was, besides all of these plugins, I used the fresh air to bring some highs. So it was originally like this. And I used the GoFost for automatic EQ. Honestly, I can't even hear what this is doing, but I think it's good. And I use some compressor, reverb, EQing, so we got the fresh air finally. And this is the difference. It really fits the vocal in the song. I think actually there's 3 chord progressions, not 2. Let me see. I don't really remember. Damn. I think that's it. 3 chord progressions. So let's keep going. Here the pre-chorus would be actually the build-up. These markers are named after the original song, so here is the verse, that's okay. The chorus, I muted the vocals and changed the chords. You can hear that it doesn't fit because I muted the chords and used the verse chords instead of the chorus chords. So the song's progressing and I introduced this ARP to build in some kind of tension. I changed the bass to a Reese bass. It's something like a more atmospheric sound, you know, different than this groovy sound. It's actually a breakdown followed by a build-up. The build is really slow. Actually, this is a break. The build-up's here. Alright. I don't know my own song. So now it's the build-up. And I introduced the leads filtered to build tension. And the clap. There's also this clock. It's really cool because it builds even more tension, even if it's low in volume. It's actually kind of mono, and I added delay and filtered some of the high frequencies because it was actually very high. Yeah, that's it. Here the mid bass is increasing volume here, and there's this filter. So it's a really simple build-up. You can hear that there's no big snares and EDM stuff. It's just a simple progressive house build-up. And I really like this, you know? I really like it. And the sub, it only introduces in the actual drop. So that's it. In the drums, we got only the kick and the ride. Really simple. In the second part of the drop, we introduce more elements. Still simple, very simple. Only for a bit of groove. So here I use the vocals to make a kind of drone repeating "Told You So," and that's why I use the convolver here for more atmospheric sound. Here I got an endless smile to build up tension with reverb. Classic.
I told you so. Say it. I told you so. My heart say it. I told you so.
Second part of the drums. We got also these atmospheric textures. And this one, I really like this one. I mean, you can even hear it, but it's really cool. Once you know it's there, you start hearing it in the song. Listen. In the next bar. Now. Actually, you can hear it, but it's there. Let me increase it. In the background. So, effects is classic. Simple effects, uplifter, downlifter. In the break, there's this impact. It's a more high impact frequency, you know, it's kinda bright, very bright. So, it's this one. I even filtered a little bit the highs. It's a very spiky impact, you know, different than this one. It's a more lowish impact and deep, you know, not so high. It's got long decay low end, you can see. So yeah, it sounds good. I think this one is more dramatic, you know. And this one, not so much. It's only an impact, you know. This one is more of a downlifter, like this. So yeah, moving on. This is the first drop. There's this second verse. It should be a breakdown, but I kept the energy going with the kick. Change the bass to the same bass as the verse. So now there's this kind of break. Change the bass again to the breeze bass. The ARP now isn't filtered that much. Actually it is, but it rises faster than the first one, I think. Yeah, the first one is here. It takes more time to to get brighter, you know, because we're starting the song out and I don't want that tension to be there that's doing the song. So now things are gonna get more emotional with the bridge. So as I said about the impacts, I use this one, the lower impact, because it's more dramatic. So this part of the vocals are very good, so cool, and I think this arrangement I made perfectly fitted this vocal. And this clock, the leads are getting bigger, and here we do this kind of trick where we filter the leads again. You see it gets higher and higher, and as we get closer to the drop, I filter it because it also combines with the vocals. And it gets really dramatic and drops. And this vocal here in the second drop is also very good for a drop. Very cool, very cool. So the second drop is my favorite so far. With the filters, I did that trick thing also that I did with the leads. So let me see. And I cut the uplifter, and I get back right before the drop. So it and drops. Let me see the leads. Let me solo the leads. Goes away and gets back right in your face, you know. With the bass, let me see what the bass is. I think the bass is... No, the bass didn't change that much. It kept with that energy, because if we change all all the elements of the song, it will get kind of... It will lose the purpose I have in my head to make with the drop, you know. So we changed the chords. Here you can see. We changed the leads. We changed the filters right here, and we stopped the ride, the percussive stuff, you know, the clock also. We didn't change this atmospheric stuff as well. So yeah, let me solo the chords. So here's the filter of the chords, and it gets back, you know. It's a different timing of filter because I felt like it sounded better this way, you know, because I tried very different approaches here, and I tried like this, it was hard to get a really good sounding automation filter here, but I think this one will work. Also an endless smile with the vocals, creating tension, and right before the drop, I cut that tension and bring it back again. That's here. Here is the automation of the endless smile. So here there's no automation, and here the tension is being built, and I cut it right after, so the vocals will get really dry and in your face, so you can hear it very clearly. So I bring the effects again really fast, so you can hear this point the vocals are dry. It's really quick, so the tension gets built fast together with this quick riser that is actually a part of the uplifter. It's a quick tension, you know, to get right into the drop. It's something like... and it drops. Also, I really like this stop here. Yeah, cool. You know, it's actually this little stuff that you do here and there that makes the song unique and different. For me, I think this is enough. I don't need fancy stuff going on here and there. And I really like the sound of the song, so that's it. And here's the outro. Let me see if I forgot anything. That's it. Music theory wise, it's all original from the Martin Garrix song, you know. I just took everything 3 steps lower. So it's originally in the key of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 F steps. So it's originally in the key of F sharp minor. Yeah, it's F sharp minor, and it's now in C minor. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, I really like how the vocals sound now. It's more dramatic. The original are kind of too high. Maybe that's because it's a female singer. I still gotta improve this intro because I really don't like how it sounds. It's super, super simple. More simple than I like. The outro is cooler. It's a simple outro. Outro's gotta be simple, with no melodic elements for the DJ to mix easily to the next song. But the intro, I need to bring in more melodic elements. I don't know what I can do. Maybe bring the lead melody, put it to the piano. No, it won't work because it's different chords. Maybe on these strings. No. I don't know. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is my remix of Martin Garrix Told You So feat. Jax. And that's it.